Hello and welcome to my next project. Today we are going to create some cute little gift canvases. I'm using some small canvases, and next thing I'm just picking some Faber Castell Design Memory Craft gelatos, and I'm just picking some random colors which go well together to use them on my small canvases. And I'm just adding some random doodles to my canvases, just some circles, some lines, some zigzag lines, and whatever you fancy. Just go with the flow, be creative, and just add some color to your canvases. And since we're going to blend them with some water later on, so the designs will blend into each other and won't stay the way they are, just bring some color to the canvas first. Next, I'm using the mini Mister bottle from the tool set, from the Faber Castell tool set, and I just filled it up with some water, and I'm spraying my canvases with some plain water. And now, since we have the colors, activated the colors from the gelato sticks, I'm just using my fingers. Of course, you could use a brush, but I like to work with my fingers, I don't know, that's just me. And then just blend the colors and the designs into each other, so that you get the effect you would like to have. And just enjoy the process, have some fun, and blend the colors. And yeah, then we will go on with some stamps. Next, I'm using the penny black cling stamp. This is the design of Roman surrounds. And while the color on the canvas is still wet, I'm just using the cling stamp. I'm not adding it to an acrylic block, because this gives me more, I can use better and bend it the way I like it. And I'm just pressing it down to the first wet canvas. Lifting it off, you lift off some of the color, then press down to the next canvas, and you lift back off some of the other color, and it leaves some of the color you picked up before on the canvas. So this way you get a nice mix of color and pattern on there. And once you're done with your canvases, you can still use the color which has transferred to the stamp to stamp it onto another canvas. Or you can activate it or reactivate it with some water, and then, for example, just use it for backgrounds of a card or something. I'm just putting it onto my scrap paper to show you. You get a nice watercolor effect, so don't waste anything. And next, I'm using the cling stamps by Penny Black. This is the Silhouettes stamp set, which I really love because it is so versatile and gives you a lot of options to combine all those images and frames. And I'm just stamping using some black permanent ink. I'm just stamping some of the designs onto a white sheet of cardstock. Next, I'm using the Faber Castell Art Grip Aquarelle pencils, and I'm using them to color in some areas of my stamped images. And usually I'm just adding some of the color along the edges and yeah, to outline the image. And this is actually enough color you put down there, because later if you go in there with a water brush and activate the color and blend it, it gives you a nice watercolor effect. So don't color in the complete or the whole image, just add some of the color around the edges, and that's yeah, that's perfect to achieve a nice watercolor look later. And I'm just picking some random blues and reds and purples to yeah, add some color to my frames. Next, I'm just using a small brush and some clear water, and I'm kind of activating the watercolor pencils and activating the color, and I can very easily and perfectly, you know, blend the colors and just push it and pull it into my image, because this way you achieve a nice what is it called, graduation effect, whatever. I'm so sorry. Well, I'm German, so English is not my mother language. Anyway, you know what I mean. You get a nice watercolor effect, and then the color kind of, you know, blends from the darkest area to the lightest area. So if you want to add some more color to your wet project, or just some richer, darker color, you can also lift it off the tip of your pencil directly with a wet brush and then add it to your project. And this way you can, you know, darken the colors and make them a little more vibrant and deeper, richer. You could also just add some more colors for some fun shading, so just yeah, have some fun and play and mix some colors, and until you're satisfied with the result. What you can also do is you can use a Faber Castell gelato stick for the same technique. You just use a wet brush and lift some or pick some of the color directly off the gelato stick, and then just use it like watercolor, or like you just did with the Art Grip Aquarelle pencils, and then just add it to your project. So you can actually really mix and match all those products and all those different types of paint media, like the gelato sticks and the pencils, and they all go perfectly together, and yeah, you can just mix them to achieve the colors and the results you go for. Okay, now let's go back to our mini canvases, and I just grabbed some random items like some coffee filter paper, some paper doilies, some old vintage book pages, some of this just wrapping, you know, cardstock, and just a silver like a ribbon. And I just want to add some texture and some dimension to my small canvases before I'm adding my stamped images. And I'm just using some Art Podge, or Mod Podge it is also called, and this is kind of, you know, the the glue I always go for collage and mixed media. And I'm just adding some of the Art Podge to my canvases, just spread it out with my finger. Again, if you don't like working with your fingers, have your fingers all dirty and sticky, then just use a brush. And now I'm just adding some random bits and bobs to my small canvases, like the book pages and some ribbons, some cardstock. Yeah, just add some texture and some interest to my backgrounds. Alright, now let's come back to our stamped images. I wanted to give them a more dimensional look, so I'm using the Faber Castell glaze. And I'm just adding some of the glaze on top of my stamped and colored images. and I'm just using my finger, because don't apply too much pressure, because you could, you know, reactivate the colors. Also, they are pretty set by now, but don't rub, you know, too much. Just very slightly add a coat of the glaze medium to your images, and once this has dried, it kind of, you know, seals the whole project and also adds a nice shine to the surface or to your images. Now the glaze layer has dried, and I'm just using a scissors to cut out my stamped images. And I'm not too fancy to, you know, cut them out very exact or accurate. I just cut around the designs very loosely to achieve a kind of random cutout look. You know, I'm following the lines, but not too close and too perfect, because I kind of like the a little imperfect look. Okay, next let's go back to our canvases. Everything I layered on top of the canvas has dried by now, and I'm just spreading the images out and you know, checking out which image I want to go onto which canvas. Yeah, just play around and check out where you want your stamped images and everything to be. And next I'm using some 3D glue dots to add my stamped image to my canvas, because this you know, adds some immediate dimension. You know, if you just glue it down with some normal glue, it's really stuck to the background, and this way it just adds some dimension and 3D effect. Next, I've just grabbed some random flowers and leaves, which I would like to add to my projects, to my canvases, you know, to add some more interest and more dimension, and yeah, to add another media to the project. And I'm just sorry, again, spreading everything out, laying everything out, yeah, checking out where I want things to go before I just glue them down. Okay, once I'm happy with the placement of my embellishments, I'm just, you know, in this case of the leaves, I'm just, you know, twirling those sticky things. What are they called? Sticks. Well, those things which come off the leaves, out of the leaves. Just twirling them so they look a little better. And again, I'm using my Mod Podge Art Podge to glue my embellishments onto the canvas. And last but not least, I'm just adding some words to my canvases, because yeah, to me nothing is really finished without some words and some meaning. So I'm just sticking down some random lovely words which kind of, you know, add a little more interest and a little more to, you know, think about. And just one word kind of adds a lot, I think, if you glue down like creativity or memory or imagination or whatever. Yeah, it kind of gives a theme to your canvas. Okay, so we're officially done, and you have some really cute, nice little canvases now, which are great gifts for friends. Like, you could glue a piece of cardstock to the back and then just write some lovely words onto it if you want to use it as a gift or whatever. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and yeah, thanks for watching.